I had a hard day today, but I won't lie, it wasn't as hard as I was expecting it to be. I was expecting it to be easier than the past few days. This has been the hardest week, the hardest past few days. I expected today to be better, but because I woke up slightly overstimulated, clumsy, I expected the day to just spiral down again. Because when I start getting overstimulated, when I start getting clumsy, when I get to the point where I start speaking down to myself and kicking myself in my own foot, basically, it doesn't help. Not usually, but, I had more of a tendency to give in to the anger, the frustration, little by little, which we all know how that can tend to build up and then just really burst out. But I slowed myself down. I had to force myself to slow down because I had hurt my arm. I lightly bumped it in just the right spot to get just that right nerve to basically lose function in my whole arm. And I was making breakfast. I was whipping up some scrambled eggs. I put the cayenne pepper in. I put the garlic salt in. I put the black pepper in. I went to sprinkle a little bit of onion powder in, and I opened the wrong side, and I dumped half the bottle of onion powder right into the eggs. So of course I got frustrated about that. So I dumped it out, I cleaned up, and I went to go get some more eggs out. And I went to pick up an egg, and my thumb went right through it and cracked the egg right there inside the carton. Really, it was a whole case, so I had to take the whole case out, take all the eggs out and put them into another container, clean up, get more eggs out, and make sure to crack them all right, get it all in there, make sure all my spices were open to the right side of the lid so I didn't dump it all out again. And I'm, just getting frustrated but trying to slow down, and then I'm stirring, and my arm is just getting worse and worse, and I just cry. And I keep telling myself it's okay to ask for help, but what did I do? I just cried and forced myself through the pain. But I had to ask for help, and obviously it was no big deal to get the help. But I was thinking to myself, slow down. This is what happens when you're overstimulated. It just makes things worse. When you go slower, you can work faster. But now I had to slow down and use my left arm instead of my right arm, which is my dominant arm and hand. And it got me to thinking about how sometimes when I'm feeling stuck, I need to do something different, do something out of the ordinary to get at least part of my brain unstuck, part of it moving. And sometimes I will intentionally use my left hand, arm, whatever, to write, to draw, to stir something, not just because it's good practice, it's good strengthening, but it actually does help to get you unstuck. Just do one little thing different today or tomorrow. Think about it. And then when you wake up, just do one little thing different tomorrow. It doesn't have to be big. It doesn't even have to impact anything you're trying to do. So don't worry about making it something special. Write yourself a quick little reminder note. Use your opposite hand. You have to slow down. That's the point. Ground yourself. Put your hand on your chest, skin to skin. Your other hand on your stomach, skin to skin. Take a few deep breaths and then just relax and let yourself breathe normally. Remind yourself, the slower you go, the faster you move. Sounds silly, but like everything else, life's a paradox. It's full of, oxymorons, whatever. But if you think about it, it makes sense. At least if you're like me and you have trouble keeping up with everybody else and everything else. I've spent way too long trying to do anything at anybody's pace. I'll learn to keep up and be able to keep up when I really need to, but it's not something I can maintain. So I'm gonna go to bed tonight, and I'm not going to say I'm going to try to have another day tomorrow. I'm just going to tell myself tomorrow is another day. Tomorrow is a better day. I'm a little more healed today. I'm a little calmer today. Tomorrow I'm going to slow down, do things my way. The slower I go, the faster I move. The slower I go, the faster I move. Just relax, slow down, give yourself a break. Stop talking down to yourself. Stop shooting yourself in the foot. It's okay if you're clumsy. It's okay if you're not always happy. Just remember you're doing good anyway. Stay shiny.